All right, alrighty. What's good, y'all? Just gonna give people a few more minutes to stop by. Again, I'm not expecting a big crowd. It's still pretty early my time, and I'm pretty sure it's probably 8:33 or 9:33 or what have you, wherever you happen to be located. Hey, what's going on, Kimmy? Wifey. Glad you're here. Yeah, I've been busy with a lot of work. I'm busy with a lot of work. Hey, at least, but you know what though? Hey, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, great. Good. That's good to know. Uh s- I'm not sliding in and out like I'm muffling, am I? Alrighty then, cool, cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Okay, great. I'm gonna try to see, what I'm gonna try to see if this one can be sort of on a good note. If it does, great. Hey, if not, well then hey, this will be on me. Because yes, and I'm sure you read the title. Title is called Self Accountability is Most Needed. Because it seems as though we got people around these parts, or just things just to happen so fast, we all been fooled. And the thing about it is that I guess it's a good thing really at the time I wasn't around. Again, I'm busy, again being in the shop. So I'm not gonna jeopardize any of that. And I wouldn't want you to either. And as you can hear me now, you probably are going like, well, you're normally normally laughing and chuckling. It's like, yeah, but hey, Multi, how you been? It just seems as though, that when it comes to self accountability, that nobody, it's like they say that they want to live by that code, but doesn't necessarily practice it themselves. I'm doing good. Hey, just happy to be joining this day off because I had to do a 6 day mandatory, which is only for a week. But originally, though, like the title of this so-called stream was gonna be, "Yo, if anybody has something that they want to say, whether if it's directly to me, then they could go ahead and they can go ahead, and say it to me. Now that I'm on, I'll give you a whole. There's a lot of space and opportunity because real talk, I don't know where I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what the future is gonna hold. I really don't. Hey, Caesar Cannon, salute, bruh. Hey, glad you're here, man. Hey, Gigi. God, my bad, y'all. Yo, I'm trying to like copy and paste the link, but for some reason, I don't know if anybody is able to get it. I don't know if I have to hold something and then paste it. Yeah, just give me a sec, y'all. Like I'm all right. Cool, cool. Okay, all righty. Sorry, y'all. Again, that's again that time or window could have been easily me discussing this because because again, it's like this is my first time actually doing this, and I was really hoping that it turns out sort of successful. But yeah, um, okay. Hey, I see my beautiful wifey is up on here. How you been?
Oh, I've been good, hubby. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Yes.
Hey, doing lives from your phone, is it really can it really be that complicated?
No, not for me.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what kind of phone you got, but mine's good.
Yeah, I have I have the Samsung 820, so that's
Uh,
probably why I'm stuck with. Yeah, I have the Android. Yeah, everybody
I
probably might have iPhones or something.
I I got an Android too, but mine's pretty
No,
good.
no, that's good. But yeah, though, so what you think about in the title and the topic that I'm talking about?
What is self accountability is needed? I
Yeah,
think it is.
it's most
I think it is. Cause I was thinking about making a video of that too. Um, I do think that is. I think our self accountability it definitely help make you a better person and help make everybody better around you. I think it's very important. Without like it help you like. evaluate yourself, like, see what you did wrong, and that way, so you can work on your weakness, work on your weakness, or work on where you fell at, and just be better at it. You know. Hello, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, all right. But yeah, that's basically. I don't know if you heard me. Let me look at the chat, see if anybody can hear me.
Oh yeah, you heard.
Yeah, like Caesar said, growth comes from accountability. Exactly. It definitely comes from accountability. Like if you want like your community to be better, and I think that what made like certain community fails is like sometimes like trying to not holding your own accountable would be not holding your own account, like not holding somebody accountable for murder, or for stealing or whatever. It can definitely make it worse and worse. But when you hold your like you hold your child accountable, like they're not gonna do it again. So
Oh yeah,
basically, just
exactly.
holding ourselves accountable. If we mess up, if we do something wrong. Um, yes, I think that's probably it so far. That's why it's very important. It's very needed in your
Right.
personal life, on the internet, just anywhere.
Yes, and again, I like that comment. Growth does come from accountability, and and as I said this before, and I got this from an Instagram post, to where yes, growth is painful, and even change is painful.
Right.
What's but there's nothing that's more painful than being stuck in the same spot to where you don't want to see any growth come out of it. And hell, and again, there was a time to where hell, even I myself kind of thought about that. But at the end of the day, understand, no, everybody's not going to be, can't be appeased. You can't necessarily make a whole lot of folks happy.
That's true.
Whether you think you're doing the right thing, sometimes they always do.
Right.
Sometimes you put your own self-interest and only self-interest first, as to why you probably got suited up in the position that you're in.
Mm.
There's because hell, because I'm gonna be getting a little bit truthful, again right now. Hell, I was kind of like, I was really in a bad mood last night. I mean, I know part of it came from work, but then at the same time, the more I was in a bad mood, just for some reason, it just kept, just like the more I thought about it, the more hotter I've got. And I don't know if that's ever happened to anybody here, but if it has, hey, how did you have to combat that? And what was your calming mechanism?
I'm trying to calm the noise. I'm sorry, but
You good?
yeah, I understand where you coming from. I think I think one of the ways is to pray. I always I mean, you first get your before you pray, but first get your anger out and be honest that you're really upset. You know, acknowledge that you're upset and acknowledge how you really, really feel, and then you go in prayer. And ask God like, what do I do about it? And and then and meditate on it. And I truly believe in meditating because when you meditate on the good things, it really do. It just empty all the negative stuff out your head. It really do help, and it definitely help. It cleanse your soul. You know, so that's probably like one of the things that I do when something like really upset me, and it really get to me. That's basically one of the things that I
Right, right. Gigi's live stream saved me yesterday, but prayer, find things to be grateful for. You know what? Hey, I get you on the find things to be grateful for, but I didn't necessarily see the live. To be honest with you, again, like I was so busy, again, like trying to get through the day and finish. I've been to get my emotions out. Yeah, and there's always, and again, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with a little bit of venting.
yeah. Hey, just venting, starting off venting, it does don't vent too long because it's like okay now at some point it's just ridiculous, but it's like vent, but it's good to acknowledge it right then, vent right then and there, Oh, and Moti said I vent to get my emotions out. Me too. I
Hey, sure.
def
Hey, better that than the alternative. Better that than the alternative.
right.
And
I like to vent in private, the best. I can punch your pillow and stuff. Yeah, yes. Punching pillows and stuff. It definitely do relieve all the anger, and then it does
right.
hard. Go to the gym and punch on a punching bag. That helps too. Working out definitely. That's
That, that's the things that I miss too. Like
right.
I miss, again, like really going to the gym. I mean, of course you can say, oh well, it's never too late. Yeah, but just to get that, just to get that, mechanism to offset it to where you're put back on an even kill. And when you get that even kill, you will really and it will steer you clear from the wrong side of thinking. And even when it comes to working out or punching a heavy bag or having a throwing dummy, and yes, again, if I don't know, it's like hell. I don't know if you heard of a thing called a throwing dummy. It actually looks like a real life person, but yet you can do
Yeah.
stuff.
Hello.
I remember somebody at one time, this was a long time ago, tried to say, "Man, why that thing look like a sex doll?" I'm like, "It's not a sex doll. It's a workout piece of equipment." Martial arts fighters or MMA fighters use it, to train their full arsenal to where they can't necessarily strike.
I be seeing that in movies.
Hmm.
I do see
I'm like,
that in movies.
yeah, you rather hit the equipment than hit your actual partner, right?
Right.
No, no, but the thing about it is that it's like the main reason why again, like for me, I'm starting to see that again, a lot of around I think 9 times out of 10 in their lives as well. Now I don't want nobody to think it's like, oh, well, wow, you kind of hitting on. Yeah, I'm hitting on something, but just so you know, it's not necessarily the point of where blasphemy is coming from me. I'm just saying that I don't how can I put this where it's like, hey, you think if God wanted all of us to do bad, we would all be doing bad. But when He wants you to do something good, He definitely wants you to do something good, bad, or indifferent.
Hmm.
Because we all. Hey, man, what did you think of GG's live? Hey, Multi, I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch it.
He was at work.
Yeah, I was at work, because and again, and if I'm not sure if she still has it up or what, but if it was still up, I would have catched the replay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was on. It was pretty good when I was up there. Then I got off because the internet. Well, I think internet knocked me off.
yeah, I know what it's like to have them technical difficulties,
Yeah.
and of course I've been laughed at about it, joked about it, but you know what though,
Oh
hey,
yeah.
it's
Mhm. This is the you're doing good so far. I mean, a little breakage, but you're getting better. Live not break
well,
it.
I'm using my phone.
Okay.
I am using my phone, and I didn't realize that I had to do certain things with it before I could actually know what I'm doing, because like when you get left in the dark like that, you're just wondering like, yo, is this even possible?
Right.
But but so far everything is good. I don't have to worry about yeah, losing my signal, especially when my internet is down.
Oh yeah. You were breaking in and out, but I hear you good now though.
All right, cool. Because probably where I have my phone position.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
so if anybody else, again, if they want to come on or if they got something that they want to talk about, hey, the link I still believe is still in the chat room. If not, then I'll post it again.
Right. And I think like when we like stay on, I think like stay on call like with each other. Yeah, like with the people that you trust, that you care about. But
Facts.
like staying on code with others just because they have similar looks and they like knowing that they throw us under the bus. It's like I feel like those are the ones we shouldn't stay on code. We should just leave them in the dust and let them learn on their own.
Okay, hey, hold on there for a minute, wife. We got a special guest, coming
Oh
in.
what?
I
Who
gotta
is
let, hey,
it?
I gotta let him on.
Oh, who is it? Ah, hi,
Hey, what's going on, brother
Going
Caesar?
Caesar.
on, brother? Can y'all hear me? Can everybody?
Yeah,
Oh
yes,
yeah, we can hear you, man.
we can
Oh
hear
man,
you.
I'm so grateful to see people getting together, man, and golden people coming out and doing their thing. Family members, man, I appreciate you guys so much, man. Um,
Right.
I'm not sure what was bothering you, if anything was bothering you that caused you to feel that way, but sometimes, brother AMR, it passed when it passed. Sometimes I don't try to talk myself out of a rut because that's just as hard as being in a rut. So
Yeah.
it's show emotions, but I did learn this a long time ago. Sometimes when those emotions like that pop up, it's your spirit trying to tell you something. So it's cool. It's good sometimes to not identify with the emotion itself and find out what's triggering it. So sometimes when we, dealing with things, we can feel unfulfilled. You can be unfulfilled in your work. You could be unfulfilled in certain areas of your life. It's some things that you may forget, and then it may pop up as an emotion, such as anger, frustration, resentment, or whatever. But sometimes it's good to try to trace the trigger, and just keep in mind that the emotion is just like the noise from a car. Sometimes it's just you got to find a problem that's making the noise. And I try to attack it like that sometimes. And sometimes if I'm pissed, I'm just pissed, man. You know, I don't try to, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that, man, and make sure I come up and definitely support you, man. You always been supporting me, you and Kimmy, such a
Oh,
sweetheart.
oh, thank
So
you.
I'm grateful for you guys, man, and definitely want to make sure my voice is heard on my brother's live stream, man. So
Nah, thanks, man. I do, and I do appreciate it, man. You know, you're always more than welcome to hop on whenever you need to. I
yeah.
need a free room.
But I ain't gonna stay up, man. I'm gonna let it keep on and keep going. And man, if y'all need anything from me, Caesar, Ken, and Nate, and you hit me on an email, I'll shoot you my phone number if you need it for something. You know, if it's that
Nah,
important. But all
nah, no,
right,
no problem, man.
y'all take care. All right,
All right, you
All
too.
righty. Take
no
Thank you,
care.
worries,
Caesar.
no problem.
Yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, I didn't shoot. Never thought about it that way, but yeah,
Yeah,
you know, it's and you know, and even with the triggers, it's like, you know, sometimes triggers can pretty much be all over the place, you know,
right,
and you think that you can try to stop it over here, but then it's like, actually, that's the wrong location. And then you try to rush to that location. It's actually, it's like, oh, it's like, you know, you don't know if your mind is playing tricks on you or certain things are playing tricks on you. And then you're
right,
just like, oh, God, like, I can't take this no more.
right,
And hell, maybe it's because, you know, maybe I'm built, maybe I'm built different, or maybe I'm cut from a certain cloth. And as to why I don't necessarily really do certain things in comparisons to other folks.
mm,
But yeah, though, but and at the end of the day, you know, we're all human
right,
regardless. And I'll never, you know, again say that, oh, we're not human, because that I'd be lying to y'all.
right. Um, and I, think, and I was like, okay, because I know how I feel like that. Let how something it used to when I was young or whatever. Um, my baby brother, well, he's bigger than me now. Um, he used to do something that bothers me like over and over again. And he knew exactly where to push that button. And I used to fall for it every time. And then when I got older and more mature, I got, you get to the point that you get tired of falling for the same thing over and over again. So I just learned how to, learn how to resist it. And I just became more mature, with
Yeah,
age. I'll put it like that. And, that is just like certain things that used to bother me because I guess I was a little hothead or a little sensitive when I was younger. It don't really bother me anymore. And it used to be like, dang, I used to feel like, dog, why do people keep bothering me? And it felt like I did sort of had a victim mentality. I can admit that. And I used to feel like, wow, how come things just kept bothering me? How come people, what did I do? I'm a good person and stuff. And it's like God spoke to me one day and he was like, well, it's because you keep responding to it. You know, you keep giving those problems that type of attention. And it's like, wow. So when I stopped responding to it, they say resist the devil and he should flee. When I stopped responding to it, that's when the problems like it slowly stop. Of course there's gonna be a new problem that come up if they can't bother you in the wrong way, but it just strengthens you. You know, it makes you stronger. You know, it makes you prepare for the next problem. You know,
Right.
and it's so easy to like point the fingers at other people, even if they do start with you. It's so easy to point the finger, but it's like why the finger is. But it's like it's so hard to look at ourselves and like and see ourselves, especially if we feel like we're the victim. So when we do work on ourselves and realize, okay, see our weakness, you strengthen that, and then you learn, and then it's not your weakness anymore.
Facts.
So it just
But but at the end of
oh,
the
go ahead.
day, it's like everybody has like multitude of weaknesses and a
Right,
multitude of strengths.
exactly.
When whether it's reactionary, not so reactionary, and people prey on that, they ponder to that because going back to what you said about again, like they do that because it's like they believe they got you figured out, like they think
Right,
they can by using that against you.
exactly.
And it's like hell, like back then, like when I used to do like little certain competitions and all that, and I would be like, hey, yo, yeah, you think you got me figured out, but can't you stop it?
Right. Uh,
And I say that I'm like, hey, if you can, great. If not, well then, hey, you just haven't necessarily figured out or solved the puzzle yet. And there's still a lot more pieces to a puzzle than you actually think. It's not always so simple, cut and dry.
exactly.
And again, sometimes, and again, it's like even when it comes to things like, let's say, fate. It's like no matter what happens, it's like you think your future's decided. I always thought that, again, really in a way, it's like it always comes down to the types of choices you make, right? And it depends on you.
Right.
And again, I really wasn't necessarily really trying to sound preachy,
I
since I
thought
started out.
Pastor Mouse was gonna come out tonight.
Yeah, well, Pastor Miles is kind of under a lot of under the weather and stress right now.
Oh,
So
I understand. I hope Pastor Mouse feel better. We can definitely use a good word from him.
yeah. Well, what he did wanted me to tell you, hope everybody is doing well, trying to do right by the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just and understand there's certain things that you can. There's some things that can be worked out, and then there's some things that are not meant to be worked out.
Right.
Whether you want to, again, I want to like we want to make fun of each other, at others' expense, by all means.
Yeah, I like
Now,
making fun of each other. I think it's
yeah,
fun.
and sometimes, again, it's not again. I know with me, it's like and I hope even the jokes that I crack, it's not
Yeah.
always just taken personal.
Right.
I mean, I know that there's some people who deserve it, no
Right.
question.
Yeah, LOL prayer circle. Most definitely a prayer circle. Amen.
Yeah, it's
Tell
like
Pastor Miles we hope he feel better and that we love
you know,
him.
yeah, will do, will do.
Tell him First Lady miss him.
Yeah, well, he'll be back. He'll be back.
Alright.
Matter of fact, hell, I think Pastor Miles was the one who actually talked me down from multiple cliffs.
Mm.
Yeah, talked me down to multiple cliffs where I thought that, I finally reached my final cliff.
Wow,
Yeah. I
that's good to hear.
didn't think
I'm
that I
glad you
had
did.
anybody. Didn't think I had anybody. And I love, okay, hold on. Let me just say this. I love making fun of my own. It's fun. I agree.
Most definitely.
God damn it, Joe. Really? Again, like I
We gotta
like,
put a smile on your face now. We gotta make you giggle just a little bit.
yeah, like Moti.
No, you gotta say her name. Who? Hello, Moti. Who say Moti? I want to know that.
Man, you made me spit, Joe. Hey. I was gonna say it's like, hey, sometimes she can be a pest, but but I love her to death.
No, I want to know who said Moti. She was like, that is not how you say my name.
Yeah.
And I missed the name who she's talking about. Dang it.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, I can't no more, man. Like, what the fuck, man?
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, your
got
boy
another special
Carl.
guest. Yeah,
Brother
brother Carl.
Carl.
How you been, family?
Where is Sister EU?
Yeah, that's what we all want to know. But if she's, again, if she's occupied, let her know that hey, she is missed over here.
Yes, most definitely, Miss.
And so, and by the way, neither one of y'all cannot, I repeat, cannot make fun of my technical difficulties. No.
He will cry, you guys, so don't do it.
more.
This was the whole this street. That's what it was really about. He was in his feelings about it. He's gonna get on everybody about making fun of him of his technical difficulties. I'm playing.
And man, like, yo, let me tell you, like, yo, that hurt me to the core
Oh boy.
because I believe I had everything set up just right, but then them internet issues, bruh. And plus, when I had to go through work, these past 6 days. Oh,
Dang. I do Carl voice when he be like, dang, Moti.
damn, Malty. We probably shouldn't have done what we did to AMR the other night.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
thank you, thank you, Mosi.
Oh
Thank you,
gosh.
Sister Montana. Hey, that wasn't Pastor Miles. That was AMR. I did this.
Um, you sure? I heard a
Hey,
little
yes,
Pastor Mouse.
no. 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 That
Yes,
was me.
Rain.
I did this.
That was Pastor Mouse. Rain Pastor
Yeah, that was
Mouse out.
that was Pastor Miles. No, that was not Pastor
Yeah,
Miles. That
yes,
was
it was.
AMR.
Yes, it
It
was.
was it was me.
Yes. Oh, it was you.
Yeah, you hear when you hear Pastor Miles, you hear weird cackles. You
Oh,
hear
okay.
weird noises.
How does
Hey,
Pastor Mouse sound?
really? Like you really trying to get me really gonna give me the tell, you really gonna give me the tell that?
Yes.
Hmm. Well, you, my cover, again, the cover will be blown, but not necessarily by me or anyone. But there's Pastor Miles has his own ways of doing certain things in comparisons to good old AMR. Because you'll hear something like this. Now you'll hear that.
That was Pastor Miles. I told you brought him out. Thank you.
No. Hey, no. Out. What I did was
Yes.
reenact some of the noises that he makes.
Yes, I
Weird.
did. And that was Pastor Miles right there.
No, it wasn't Pastor Miles.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Now,
Wifey,
do anybody want to come up? Anybody else
Wifey,
want to come up? Moti, you want to come up? Carl, you want to come up? Gigi, if you're still there, do you want to come up?
yeah, be more than happy to get to take a. Be more than happy to hear more voices.
Right. Exactly. Because he being selfish, not bringing Pastor Miles under the weather. Man, Pastor Miles,
He is under the weather. He
Pastor
is under the
Miles
weather. What?
doing something he had no business doing. He around here sinning. And First Lady is gonna find out who is who. It better not be one of them sisters in the church.
No. There's nothing like that going on. Nothing like
Well, Pastor Miles better come out and show himself.
well, how are you gonna do that if he's doing some things?
He doing some things with who?
Let's just say he's having some downtime to himself.
Some downtime to himself.
Yeah, downtime.
Oh, downtime to himself. Okay, I got it. I understand.
Well, Pastor Miles is not an overall, again, creepy kind of pastor. He does want to serve the word of the word of the Lord.
Okay.
So, and we got another guest.
Okay.
Let's bring her on. Let's bring her on. And we have
hi,
Sister Moti.
Sister Moti.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Moti.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, hi.
Just chilling. How about yourself?
Same, chilling. I'm glad you went live because we need more people to go live. So I didn't get to catch the beginning of the live stream. So what was the topic?
Well, I was just kind of talking about how, talking about self-accountability and all that, and how, why is necessarily most needed, especially around these parts.
Right.
It turned into, again, how I was feeling, why I was feeling, kind of, not necessarily the most pleasant mood, but then Brother Caesar came on and spread his, words of encouragement. And it's like, I will give you free reign each and every time you hop on. So now,
he always knows what to say.
Yes. So Moti, now, Kim is trying to convince me that Pastor Miles is, slowly but surely creeping.
Wait, a creep?
No, creeping.
No.
Oh, creeping. Oh, okay.
Because she wants him, and I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, he's a little bit busy.
I think there needs to be some self-accountability in this AMR. Because self-accountability is needed, like your title.
Call it out.
What?
Yep.
That was such a late reaction.
Hold the hell up right now. Now you got me cussing. You got AMR. And I don't normally do this.
Uh-huh.
But damn it, He trying to tell y'all that Pastor Miles is not here.
Oh, he's here.
I'm telling you, we hear him.
Where he at?
Oh, I'm screaming though at your Carl impersonation. We shouldn't have done that to
Right.
AMR last night.
Oh, hey, but hey, my sister-in-law is here. What's going on
What?
yesterday? Lipstick.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know
Hi.
what? You know what? Okay, I'm breaking my own rule now. Damn it. Since y'all done made me, now Pastor Miles has no choice but to come on out of here.
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful.
Put a link down there for Andrew to come up.
And Sister Mochi, you can say,
Oh, yep. You got to hum and say amen. And First Lady and Sister Moti is got to.
Aren't you the first lady technically?
Yes.
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 Because like,
First lady Kimmy.
she's saying she can't. Okay, well, it's all good.
I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you guys, what did you think of last night's stream?
But he didn't see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was at work.
Dang.
Yeah, I did talk to him.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
In
I
all
did.
sorts of ways. Oof.
Oh, yeah. I did get off when somebody got on. I was like, oh, Lord, I
Girl,
know
I
how
don't
it's
blame
going to
you.
go.
I
Yeah.
do not blame you.
Yeah.
It went wild. It of course. It went wild.
Oh, yeah.
But
What
you know
did
it
you
though.
With
But I
learn
mean,
that,
from?
jeez.
I
I'm
want
What
sorry,
to
did you
say
what?
that
learn?
she done kept it up, so I can't look at the playback.
Oh no, she couldn't have kept that up because of everything that happened. Like it's just like you had to have been there. It's one of those things because
Fair enough.
I don't think YouTube would have let her keep that up. So she had to private it.
Oh, okay.
Damn, it was
Yeah.
that. It was that.
It was too
Yeah.
wild. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Man.
It happens.
Uh,
It happens.
I've been a part of some wild streams, but I'm like that. Like, God,
No, this stream was by far the funniest and wildest stream.
Wow.
Yeah, she had to immediately private it. But there are I don't know, you'll see it floating around because I know there was plenty of people screen grabbing and screen recording and all that. So I'm pretty sure you might see it floating around here.
they got him. It's probably why Pastor Miles is needed more for them and less so over here.
Right. No, we literally needed a pastor last night because Ona was possessed.
Everything gonna be all
I told y'all not to bring that on those people on that panel. I told y'all.
No, we wanted to have the conversation, but then also it felt so nice to like vent and just get that off, like know just the truth about people because it's just they hang around these spaces all the time and just expect to not be confronted, and it's just a part of it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and again, which is why I was like, originally, like I said, I was talking about like the title originally. I thought I was titling it, if anybody got something they want to say, feel free to do so.
Yeah, it was an open panel. Like anybody could have came up. Even the audience members, like that's our golden fam. Like they could have came up and been like, "Ooh, I don't like such and such," or "I have a problem with such and such." It's just one of those things. Like, okay, who's got a problem with who? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the issue? Type of thing. Like hashing it out. But it did not go that way. But it was fun. It was fun, but it also like I feel like if you would have been there and you would have heard the reasons why, we're like, okay, why don't you like us, and what did we do to you? And you can see like their answers basically for that, and it was nothing. It was nothing like actually important. Like we didn't actually do anything to them. because it's YouTube, it's the internet, and we're not bad
Right.
people, so we're not out here doing stuff to people, you know. So we're like, okay, what do we do to you? And it's basically nothing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what I really liked about the stream last night was that it really did show that these people are just doing this to do it, you know?
Right.
Like there's no actual reason. And also, you know, they're always saying, for instance, you know, we had Fran up, and it's just like, okay, Fran, what do we say to you? And it's never like what we said to her. It's like, oh, well, I heard this while I was in your space. And such said this, and such said that. I was like, but we didn't say that, you know? So you doing all the things that you're doing is basically invalid, you know, because it's unwarranted, basically. And she's like, well, you took Smile's side over my side. And it's like, well, I knew Smiles. I didn't know you. It's really that simple. It's not that deep, you know, type of thing. But I enjoyed the stream last night. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of jokes thrown around. I wish you would have saw it though, because it was
Yeah,
funny.
but then again, hey, you know how me being on the floor and being out there in the shop, you know, and I had just got done eating lunch. And
Hmm.
I, you know, yeah, people to be looking at me like, what the hell are you listening to? I'm like, the hell are you talking
Oh no, definitely not. Not appropriate for work.
about? And you know, and again, and I was talking to Kimmy, you know, even before I hopped on, that you know, I mean,
Oh,
and yeah, y'all see me hop on streams even when I was at work, you know, and I was on my lunch break and stuff, and it's like, well, people do things similar to that, and they normally get fired. I'm like, yeah, but see, here's the thing, main reason why I'm not because I'm not disparaging the company, and if you're doing something to disparage the company,
mm,
then that's where you may want to revamp your strategy.
right.
Like again, everybody's got to try to outdo or you know, outdo or have the upper hand on something. Like it's just
I feel it.
Yeah.
Well, I love you guys, and y'all are so freaking cute. I just got up here to, you know, show my support, send you guys my love, and see what you guys thought about the stream last night and see what was going on here because I didn't catch the beginning of the stream, but I'm going to go watch the playback so I can get the full story. But I'm going to go ahead and jump off and let y'all do your thing, and I'll talk
oh
to
yes,
y'all later.
yeah, Sister Monty.
Thank you for coming up, Multi.
Before
Hey,
you leave,
Multi,
you
who
know what?
said that,
Anytime.
Multi? Huh?
Anytime. I love you guys. Y'all are great.
Before you get
Love you
off, who
too.
said Multi?
I think Black Skin is amazing. And,
Oh,
ooh, and Fran. I hate the way she says my name. She'd be like, multi. Or she'd be like MRM. Like, it's so funny how people interpret my name differently and they all just say different stuff. And there was another girl, I really like her. Her name is In His Mercy, and she's so funny. She sounds just like Cardi B. I think y'all have heard her. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Eminem, we love you, Eminem. And that just, it had me dead. I was like, why would you say it like, oh, it's just so funny to me how people interpret things.
Wow.
Just go with it. But
Wow.
I hate when they say my name multi. I was like, that's ugly. I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah,
that.
even I was like, yo, I'm like, who the hell said that? Now I
Right.
know. I'm like, okay, they think that
Oh
they're
yeah, because
trying to make
Fran has that real New York accent, and she's all like multi. It makes me laugh every time. I can't. But no, it was some funny. They were throwing funny jokes at Fran. They were calling her Fran the man, and I thought that was hilarious because it was just rhymey, you know. And she can't take a joke. She's always so salty. She was so mad. She was like big mad. And I was like, dude, I laugh at the names that they give me. Like they called me multi-racist, and I laughed at that because that was funny. It was catchy. It was creative. It was funny. I give props. I give props where they're due. Okay, because I'm funny. You know, some
Right.
people just don't have a sense of humor, And then they were calling
Right.
her friend the
And,
man, and they were like, man
and Multi,
friend.
one
She
other thing,
was so
I did
mad.
happen to, but you know what though, but Multi, I'm gonna be honest with you here. I did catch that video that she did
Oh,
before I left to go to work though.
what,
No.
Ona?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, yo, if I did a reaction video to this, you know what I would do? This is what I would do.
Oh my
Let me see if
God.
I can cam up real quick. All right, here
You should do a reaction video to it. That would be hilarious.
we go. Like,
I
what the hell is
can't.
this? What the hell
I
is
was
this? Like,
giggling.
what are you presenting to the world? What are you presenting
It was
to thinking
so
that
hard to
this
screen grab. It was so hard to screen grab her doing that whole little dance or whatever without like laughing. It was so hard. It was the worst thing ever.
Oh
But
man.
she's fun. She's funny though. She's honestly easy to make fun of. But there were some really bad clips of her, and I decided not to use any of those because I just feel like she's really being exploited over there, on Black Skin is Amazing's channel and
Right.
some other channels, because she's been doing some crazy stuff. And that was the little dance part that I took. That was the goofy stuff. Like that was the funny stuff. Everything else was like bizarre and disturbing because it's like she's such a young girl, and then like she's over there with his audience that's like a bunch of men, and she's like in lingerie all the time and like with her legs open, and it's just like a whole thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like it's bad. And then the crazy stuff she did last night on our stream, girl, that's like what she's regularly doing over there, apparently. I don't know.
Oh god.
I feel bad for her, honestly, but at the same time, like she's a big girl, and she knows what she's doing. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel bad for you because I feel like when you grow up and you look back at this, you're gonna see how stupid this was.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. Why give yourself away for free like that? Nah. Or
And
just in general,
yeah. But yeah,
you're worth more than that.
again, saying in October, it's like, well, it's like, well, I'd rather work at a strip club than, again, than do something like that on the street. I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
you work at a strip club. It's like, who the hell hired you? Is what I want to know. What you dancing like that?
I don't know. I don't know if she was being serious or she was being goofy, but I just thought that it was hilarious. And I just decided to take that clip because she was actually on stream last night with us. And I was like, girl, you can't dance. And I was like, dance for us. Cause I can't even tell y'all what she was doing before that. But I was trying to get her to stop doing what she was doing. And I was like, girl, dance, just dance or something. I was like, because you can't dance. So show us if you can dance or whatever. And she started dancing and she was like really trying. And I'm pretty sure she can dance if she tries. But I don't know if she was trying in the clips that I put up. But like, why would you film that in general? I don't know. She reminds me of a child. Legitimately.
Yeah.
And that's why I took those goofy clips because it just reminds me of a child. I was like, this is like 9-year-old me. Like, what the hell? Besides the toe part and and the legs being open and all that. But like, even when she was just like up and just like posing and stuff, like she just looks like a teenage child. I don't know. It's just disturbing.
Yeah.
It is so
Man.
disturbing. The stuff that she's doing, like she's just escalated.
Lord,
when we met her, she was like on some racism stuff, and like now she's on some sexual stuff. It's crazy. Like it's OnlyFans vibe. It's an OnlyFans vibe in there, basically.
Am I gonna do what?
I can't.
Child.
Okay.
Lord
You know what?
Jesus.
You won't y'all won't pass the miles? Well, you know what? Now pass the miles.
We could have used you last night because somebody needed a whole exorcism.
Now. Good evening. Brothers and
Good evening.
sisters.
Mm-mm.
Mothers and daughters. Grandpas and grandpas of all ages and great
I can't.
there seems to be a whole lot of
Mm.
heathens, Philistines, blasphemy, travesty, and catastrophe going on around these
Mhm.
parts.
Tell it, Pastor.
Amen.
Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen.
Amen.
Loud and clear. Can I get another amen?
I want to
Amen.
yell amen. Some real church. I want to yell.
Yeah. See, some of these people do need some spiritual work in their lives.
Hmm
Because Pastor Miles is your most, balanced common ground.
Mm.
Pastor
Mm-mm.
Miles is understanding, passionate, concerned, and a little
I
bit
feel like you're
confused.
describing Jesus. You're
Hey,
not describing yourself. You're describing God.
yeah, I'm supposed to be the pastor here.
Pastor Miles is perfect. Say amen. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Okay, now, all right. Yeah, you know what? Hey, you gotta get up on out of here now.
Oh no! I'm being kicked out of the church.
I know, right?
No,
Oh no!
But can you come as you are, Pastor Man?
No, apparently not. It's a strict church.
hey, you know what? I already came in as I came, as I please.
I'm sorry.
Y'all,
Messed up your whole
everybody
sales
seems
pitch.
to know making fun of me at my own expense, even when I don't do it. Kind heart, why would you want to do this to me?
If you would have saw last night's stream, you would have been making fun of me too. Probably
Well, you know
sounded
what?
crazy up there.
I guess that's the saving. I guess it's the saving grace that I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody would have had a lot of explaining.
I can't.
I probably would have
There would
had
have
to
been a
probably
lot of self accountability.
around these
Yeah.
parts. You need some. You need some. We all need some.
But let me go ahead and go. Thank you guys for having me up.
Aw, thanks for coming up.
No problem. Anytime. Bye.
Bye.
Oh yes, that was Sister Malton.
That was Sister Multi. Oh gosh. Not Multi.
Yeah, you know what? I was really trying my best not to bring out Pastor Miles, but God damn it.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah. Didn't you say that you wanted to say something to Pastor Miles, First Lady?
Lord Jesus.
Oh yes,
There
First
needs to
Lady.
be self accountability is needed up in these YouTube streets, Lord.
Oh yes, as I see, indeed.
I think we need to pray and rebuke all these evil spirits in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Praise him. Whew.
Amen.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Mm-mm-mm.
See, I think I may need a drink right now.
Yes. Drinking of the wine.
Because if that's what up, Brown and Beige?
Hey, what's up, Brown and Beige?
Because it's like because again, if I had been over there and saw what everybody else seen, this would have been too damn embarrassing.
Yeah.
Now I didn't say it's perfect, but I know I'm better than this. I'm better than this.
You better than this, Pastor?
Okay, smart ass. Hey y'all, man, she just broke, man. She just baby get out of character like this, yo.
Right. Oh
But
boy.
yeah, but that's Kimmy though.
Yes.
That's Kimmy for you.
Yeah, so you know how to do it to you. How to do it to you, love.
Yeah. poke fun at me every chance you.
Yes, I wouldn't be me if I didn't do it.
Yeah. Even when you make fun of my avatar and talk about, oh, this. Yeah, you talk a yeah, you can talk a whole lot of stuff, but then I just look at that and just go, oh, I'm a wimp. Huh?
No, I was just saying, just looking at your avatar. You're cute. You're adorable though, and a adorable little wimp. I'm just-
Well, okay, all right. You know what that all right, that's it now. They ain't gonna have none of this, get smiley, smiley wild jokes on my behalf.
Oh, did you mute me?
Oh no, I didn't do nothing.
Oh,
No,
okay. I was muted.
no, you weren't muted.
Oh, okay.
My hand is in my pocket, and my other hand is still smoking this stogie.
Oh, Pastor Miles. Yes.
This I'm okay. I joined the Lions team today.
Oh yeah.
Oh, word?
What's the lines then? You want to come up and tell us about it, Brownie Beige?
Yeah, for sure.
Love you too, Andrea. If you're still there.
Yeah.
Yesterday, lipstick.
Fortunately, she couldn't join the panel, but it's all
Yes,
good. We still love her anyway.
yes. Maybe next time.
Yes, if it's not her, then it'll be DD.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But for the most part, though, I think we're doing all right. Regained some of my humor back, even though I didn't already had people joke on me at my expense, but it's all good.
Well, I'm glad you got your humor back. That's what I'm here for. Make you feel
I was
better.
feeling like oh yes, I was feeling like Michelangelo in Ninja Turtles 3. Master Splinter was like, yo, what seems to be tripping? Growing up, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to run.
I'm sorry, my son want to make all types of noise in the background.
Yeah, hearing it, seeing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something
Like,
else.
Lord have mercy. Security. I'm gonna be like, we got some cold fronts. Cold fronts in the main gate. What the hell is a cold front? Well, my definition of it would be some unwanted people around this place. What y'all doing here?
Mm-mm.
Well, la-di-da. Look like we got ourselves a winner of the luckiest buffoonish people here at the party.
Oh, who?
I'm trying to do them for Ruckus. The sun must shine right off your face. They must think that your shit smell like spring daisies and cinnamon. Oh yes, I like yeah. Other people can give you a shit. Hey, why not? Sure you like, comment, hit the subscribe if you get you want to. Cool. If not, you don't have to.
All right, on ahead. Like and subscribe and share. Well, I'm finna go. I gotta handle this boy real quick.
All righty.
Yeah. But thank you
Yeah.
for having me up, hubby.
No problem. No problem. No, you're always more than welcome in, wifey. I gotta make my lady happy.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for bringing Pastor Miles out for me.
Hey, he was kind of caged with a lot of other things going on. So I,
Yes,
Next
well,
man is gonna be a
huh?
superhero.
Are you gonna bring out the superhero next?
Yeah, don't know what I should call it though.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Can't wait for it.
No. I joined BSI. Oh, wait, he
What? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I finna
I'm
go. I wish I could stay to
alrighty
hear
then.
more about it, but I finna go. I finna drop down.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty, I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty, wifey. You take care now.
You too. You have a good night.
You too. Be talking to you later.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Oh yes. That's what you call beautiful, sweet golden love. But yeah, though, so like he let you on the panel or something, Brown and Beige, or how did that go? Because oh yes, hell, this is again a lot better than I expected. No, ain't got to worry about no bad people in here yet. It's all good. But I guess hey, for what it's worth though, at the end of the day, it's like I guess again, no matter throughout the trying times and trials and tribulations and all the personal issues, yeah, you may have, you know, yeah, somebody's got to be there, again, at least help you talk yourself to help get talked off a ledge. Well, they egged me on to join because Fran and Rashid was on. Oh, okay. Did either one of them try to, still come at you, accusing you of being anti-black? Well, again, that's the unfortunately, yes, that is like the main go-to. And you know what though, but Brown and Beige, again, like I thought about, again, like the last stream that you did, and there was some of the comments that I saw, and they're not necessarily coming from you, but the others who contributed to this nonsense, like what happened to our main talking spearheads, such as Anon and LSM. It's like they made it their mission to make sure that their accounts at the time was shut down. And I'm gonna be truthful right here and now. And if anybody got any questions, yeah, they could ask me right here and now. 'Cause you know me, yeah, that avatar, yeah, it's me, even though I'm animated. But at the same time, it's like, well, you got again, if you want the truth, if you want the truth about something, I'm gonna give it to you. You can agree to disagree, but no. I wasn't necessarily watching their content when they were still on. I mean, I would hear about them in passing. And it's like, okay, just because I see your name in passing, no disrespect. Hey, when I get to it, I get to it. But then all of a sudden, they were gone. Ona was on there calling everyone in this sphere as well. And what would make her think that? When yet I'm not the one going around stream to stream, dancing, shaking your no stiff hip having ass. But yet, where we? Okay. But yet you live in murder capital though. And all them people that you give a hard time around there, go call them weak and see how that works out for you. You got more problems on your hand to worry about than little old us or little old me. And stereotyping. Well, and stereotyping black people, and while Rashid and Fran didn't say nothing. The men I mean. Oh, okay. It's always going to be reverted around the men for some reason because they're not. Because again, they're fake. I thought people meant men and women. You're only saying it. They're only saying it for the sense it's like, okay, they want the men to be talked about, not the women. Set up by design, I see. And I'm like, fuck that bitch. With her no dancing, having self. And her crew is nothing but a bunch of 4 piglets that look like 4 quadruple set of bookends. But we're weak. Okay. All right. But yeah, you ain't gonna bring your ass over here though. And I'm weak. Matter of fact, every time it's like the moment that I know this bitch is on the screen, I just hit the backspace button. I leave. Because they all make my stomach turn. They make me sick. Shoot, you doing all this clout chasing. Meanwhile, I'm chasing the real paper. Get your attention wanting ass up on not my damn face. Thank goodness nobody here ain't got to deal with you personally. But yeah, though. But hey, anybody else want to hop on? If they got something they want to get off their chest? Over there, nothing but a bunch of fucking frauds. Bad ones at that. Got nothing but a bunch of Simone and Pumbaa pig faces, and they and the rest of their crew is nothing but a bunch of flying monkeys bothering people. Yeah, yeah. Hey, again, hey, you know me. Hell, shoot. Because again, like I'm busy like a motherfucker, again, working my ass off, and I just be, again, it's like, yeah, I do what I do there, then, again, just wait till the night is over, then call it a night, then do it all over again. Hey, they want to clout chase. I'm like, hey, why don't you paper chase? At least I know I ain't gonna be on here for at least another 8 to 9 hours. I got shit to do. But yeah, though, but hey, but you know what though, but another question that I do want to ask, and I am being real sincere when I ask, but where do y'all think that, again, the sphere is headed though? Like, where do you think, going forward, that what do you think I don't want to make it seem as though I'm asking, again, if anyone has a crystal ball, like they know exactly what this crystal ball is gonna hold. But where do you see it going forward? Positive or negative? Sorry, y'all. I'm just enjoying this good old stogie right here. We're letting them derail us. You know what, Brown and Beige? Hey, you know what? I, in a way, and again, was sort of thinking the same thing, because there was a video that I looked at, like what was it, 3 days ago? And just like, then I thought about it, it's like, hey, you know what? Because I wasn't necessarily a viewer content or content viewer of Anon and LSM, and with all due respect to them, because it's like what I've learned, just like what happened to them and how they got off balance. I truly believe that that's where they're trying to take it. They want us to be off balance because everybody wants their own agenda, or they have their own agenda. And shout outs to, again, like my brother Caesar, where when he did the video about how, everybody's not looking at the big picture. They're only looking at it from their perspective, as though they believe that it should be their picture. And they have this it's all about me, 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 me. Like nobody come to fucking see you. And I know they just didn't come to see me. Because I know it's not all about me. And that's why it's like, yo, some of these folks really need to check their egos at the door. It's not like again, you're being held in bondage or having a gun pointed at your head. Oh, you need to watch us. But what you cannot do is watch something and then complain about it when yet that was your intent, just to complain about it and police us, whatever kind of content we make. And you got people that are really in these spaces for the wrong reasons, or they shouldn't even be here at all. Because you really serve no purpose. Now, I'm not saying that, again, none of them shouldn't give us any suggestions or give us advice or anything like that. Because hey, I'm all about, learning new things. I am. Because you never stop learning. But no one is going to get far if the same old people continue to do what they're doing. Whether if it is derailing us or trying to slow down our momentum so their momentum can, can trump. And I'm not trying to be preachy about it, and I'm not trying to be, how can I say it? I'm not trying to be too preachy about it. I'm not trying to, again, tell people what to do with like that. No, I'm never gonna tell nobody what to do. Because the thing about it is that, hey, no one doesn't have to like you, but they can respect you. Or alrighty, let you on, my bro. Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Nah, just getting chilling, getting some things off my chest, and hoping that this stream would kind of relieve some of that.
Oh yeah, it was really something.
Yeah.
I kind of figured. But basically, long story short, I had joined the stream to see what they were going to be talking about
Right.
for the Golden Sphere because I figured out that BSIA was cloud watching the whole stream the whole time. So I'm just sitting here watching, and I see people like Fran, Machine, and I was just listening. I wasn't really saying too much because I'm trying to stay a little bit more neutral this time.
Yeah.
And Fran, the first thing Fran asks is like, "Am I on the spectrum?" I'm like, "What?" Because I'm just sitting here. It's like she just keeps asking me the same questions about something Gigi said. And I'm like, that, like, I can't control what Gigi said. So she said it. She said it. I'm sure you know, like, what she was accusing everybody of not hopping on Gigi for that comment that supposedly made about common sense for being biracial.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I heard about that.
And I'm like, you just could go.
Again, it's like I don't, again, like at the time, it's like I don't know when this was said or where she said it at, but I think because it's like, now don't get me wrong, now that particular, not Gigi, but the other name that you referred to, it's like because you're a lot older than us, which I think, because a lot of folks tend to look at older folks as being gullible, and they play on that and take advantage of that.
Yeah, and I'm really like sitting here like she just keep asking me, and I'm like, okay, I'll talk to her about that comment and we'll see what it gets. But then in that same stream, this old character joins the stream and just saying all types of crazy stuff. She's talking about light skin weak and all that. And some of the people from the Golden Sphere were right there to hear that comment too. And Mrs. Brown was basically silent. Like she didn't even come at her, didn't correct her or any of that. I'm just like, y'all hear this?
Interesting. And yet you're supposed to be down for you're supposed to be fighting for the people, right? So I guess when it's like when they say people, I think they only meant themselves and not necessarily their male phenotype counterparts. You know, you're singling us men out, us MLS men, yet again, just to keep the bullshit stereotype going, which is, one of the reasons why I even did that stream, the MLS men one, and the stereotypes and all that. And unfortunately, it didn't come out exactly the way I wanted it. But it's like, you don't even like us anyway. Let's just be clear. You don't like us. So it's like, if you don't like us, you feel this way about us, or think this way, why continue to be in, presence when nobody asks for it?
Yeah, it was real interesting. And this Anna character, she was saying all types of stuff. And I'm just listening, and she didn't, they actually said that, oh, well, she's not all the way there. I'm like, well, shoot, I wish I were this understanding when it comes to people over here. Somebody says one thing that they don't agree with, and they think everybody in the Golden Sphere is supposed to hop on their tail.
It's like, that's what I find. Yeah, the hypocrisy that really does it for me. I'm like, and again, and yet then the two of them still have yet to explain why they did what they did to Blasian King, and I don't think we'll never get a straight answer.
Yeah, they brought him up again.
They did?
He wasn't. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So it's like, so you got in it. So this is where it's just like, like real talk. These people, again, those two, along with their other special friend, they got problems. They need help.
I think honestly, I haven't seen MM or Gigi, but if I were to give everybody a word of advice, I would just ignore them. The only time I would really even mention their name is if they bring you back up. Because that's the only excuse they can use to say, well, they brought us up first. Well, I'd say just stop bringing them up. Like, they showed me their true colors. So at this point, I'm just washing my hands clean in the whole situation.
Right.
No more streams about them. No more mentioning them. No names being put out. I'm just not bringing them up.
Yeah, it's pretty much that's what they want, really. That's what they want. And it's like, then they all of a sudden want to come back on the side like, oh, like what they did to you. It's like, oh, well, you should be thankful for even us. It's like, well, who are you? Honestly, obviously nobody, let alone important to me.
And I'm thinking, like, I had these subscribers before you were even around. Like, I don't need anybody's name to be views on my channel.
Right.
That whole thing started because of Blasian King, and they have brought him up in that stream again. I'm like, y'all just is like, you just, like I said in my community, you can't reason with these people. Like, they're just going to keep
doing what they're doing.
Big old flashlight on us and just take the turn off of the real people that's saying, oh, supposed racist stuff. Like, she basically has said on the stream that, oh, when I go to the store to buy a gun, am I buying it for black people or white people? I'm like, wow. And they said,
Wow.
and they said that we're the anti-black ones, but yeah, this character had a stream where he's let this other character be on here multiple times saying stuff along the lines of that, and y'all want us to acknowledge a little frivolous comment like Gigi, please.
Yeah. No, that just goes to show you, again, like, hell, like they're mad at the wrong ones. It's like their anger is misguided. And again, going back to the point that you made about how in regards to ignoring them and how they're trying to derail. Again, it's like there's nothing pro black about that at all. It's pro whack, and they're frauds.
But I already knew what time it was when the first thing that Fran had accused me of was I on the spectrum when I first joined. When she had first joined the stream and saw me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna go back doing what I've been doing this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, they're not stopping anything. I think
Right.
that's what's going to hurt them more than anything. Like, I'm done. I'm not going to any more of who streams. Not making any comments directly about them. I'm just going to move on. And if they come back and try to stir the pot again, well, we'll just do it all over again.
Right. And you know what? And again, I remember, and the thing is that like it's like I think they really love when somebody throws something at them, or use whatever that they have, or what. Yeah, if I'm saying this right, certain things should really just be kept under wraps because they have nothing to throw at us, as well as let alone hide behind. Because I noticed that they love doing that. Especially when shit gets hot and it hits the fan. And it's like, yo, it's like, and people like me, yeah, we're not new to YouTube, but are new to this fear. And this whole, I'm gonna hold you accountable for what somebody else said 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, well, I was on YouTube, but I wasn't around 4 or 5 years ago. So why made me bear the brunt? And again, and what's her name said it on the panel that, well, y'all knew. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm new, but at the same time, you're still gonna hold me responsible for what somebody else says or does.
I think they have brought up Caesar at one point too, and I have brought Kimmy up because they love pushing this whole thing where it's like, well, you're light skinned blacks and you're joining a stream full of biracials, and I brought up how Kimmy joined, and Fran has said that Kimmy had no backbone. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean?
Meaning that she didn't want to engage with you? Is that why you saying that? She ain't got no backbone? What purpose do you serve, you as an older woman going after someone who's younger and is doing mighty well with their lives?
I feel like at this point she just wants everybody to just, I'm sorry. No, I have nothing to apologize. I'm not the one
Yes.
who made it. Because, like I always say, why don't they check all these people that have been saying all these like racist stuff about golden people? I mean, but she basically, she's basically admitted on the street that she's a racist.
Yeah. I think,
And it's like,
sometimes I think sometimes they're just like talking in two different languages. Like they're not on the same sheet of paper.
sure, it don't seem like. And it's like with
It's
biracials, they're half white. So if you saying you're racist against white people, then that basically means that you hate a whole side of biracial basically.
right.
That's one of those moments. But honestly,
And you
oh, what were you saying?
oh, never mind. You can go ahead.
Honestly, that whole attack on the ice skin man thing kind of caught me a little off guard too, because I think that's when she had brought Caesar up, and I had saw a comment by her talking bad about Caesar, and she, it's like it's funny because it's like they always tell us, well, if we're not talking about you, then it's none of your business, but yet here comes this attack dog that nobody really even cares about as much as they like to believe, coming to people's channels, writing trollless comments. And then when you call them out, they try to say, you're jealous of. Like, no.
Yeah. Nine times that's how it normally goes, 9 times out of 10. Like they want to hold, it's like, why hold everybody else's feet to the fire, but yeah, you think that you're immune to having yours held to the fire. I'm like, no, some of some of them contributed to this madness.
Yeah, that's true
And
yesterday.
it's like,
Something
and
else.
it's like, why have MLS men's names all up in your mouths, degrading?
Yeah.
Like these,
But see
seriously,
that
like these people wake up every morning just thinking about, oh, what I'm gonna say about MLS men today, or the next day, or the next night, or the next month, or the next year. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
yeah, it's honestly it seems like, and they was talking about me a lot, but I really didn't care because they were going from first it was Spectrum, then it was talking about voice, then they said out the incel. Like y'all just throwing all this stuff out and y'all don't even know me.
Right.
I'm like, y'all can't argue with anything I say, so you're just attacking me personally, just throwing accusations out there that aren't even true.
Well, that's how you know they already lost from the moment that they start stooping down to those levels when they can't refute any of your talking points and they just go straight to insults. That's how you know they lost. So I'm like, you really have nothing to say other than just the same old talking points sounding like a goddamn parrot.
It's right, incel, right.
Yeah, yeah. Incel. Anti-black. Shoot, hell, I got one. Shut the fuck up. Don't make me hit you. Well, shoot, I ain't gonna do all that, but still.
And it's like, and I find I kind of I don't know. I just joined just to prove a point to them. Like I didn't get mad or nothing. Like I came on the stream and it's like they're throwing all these accusations out, and I'm just not even. I wasn't even visibly bothered by it, and it kind of I could tell it caught them all by surprise.
Oh
It was like,
man, like they because they it's like they was doing all this and they expected you to somewhat kind of, I guess, not be heavily invested, not heavily invested, but just like kind of have a certain reaction as to what they're being or what's being said about you, and because you gave the opposite, it broke their confidence or it broke them. It's like
yeah, it's
you
like,
sitting up there playing, like you playing chess, meanwhile they playing checkers.
it's like they. I could tell they were trying to get like you to start screaming like, "Woo!" And I'm like, no, like I don't really. As much as y'all may think, I don't really care about you guys like that. The only reason I'm even engaging y'all is because y'all keep attacking people that subscribe to me, people that support me. Like I could care less about any of you. Like you're attacking a movement that I helped start. Of course, I'm gonna have something to say.
Right.
I mean, regardless
And
of how anybody feels, I feel like I've helped kick this little golden sphere YouTube thing. Like I didn't. I'm not gonna be the delusional person that says, "Oh, I'm the one that founded it." No, I helped start it. I'm not claiming sole possession of starting it. There's a lot of people that came before me that started this. I just did my part to get it going.
yep. And then the movement, and then all of a sudden it just kept growing in with new people, new people, new people, and which some of them, unfortunately, I guess they had their own agendas and their own beliefs on how they think the golden sphere should be, and it's just like, and it's
To
just
be
like, yo,
honest,
but go ahead.
AMR, I think the biggest problem at this point, like when you were asked that question, I think the biggest problem is we just got too many flip floppers. It's like we got too many people that are like on the fence. Like you got people that'll come and watch our channels, but then turn around and be on uh, this person's channel that clearly doesn't like anybody in the Golden Sphere, but yet they're supporting them, and then they're coming back supporting
Over
us.
here, over here, support. Yeah, that part is true. That part is true, and then want to try to, I guess, clean it up or try to clean it up. And like, well, if you go over there and you're somewhat over here, they're going to be the main ones jumping down you, not only our throats, but jumping down your throat as well. At least even sort of somewhat with the golden sphere. Yeah, sort of. I mean, hell, like people, again, people being on the fence and people flip flopping, again, coming in trying to, I guess, if they run their rough shine or how they think it should be, let them, if it was under their possession, we would all just be miserable right now.
Right, exactly.
And like even what Caesar was saying when he did his video, it's like, yo, like it seems that like everybody is not, everybody's not seeing the big picture, but only looking at parts of a picture and not the whole picture, where they got this, oh, it's all about me type of mentality. They don't think of anybody but themselves. And it's like, yo, ain't nobody come to see your ass, Otis. Ain't nobody come like ain't nobody come to see you Otis ass up on out of here.
Yeah, I think now I'm probably just gonna be just Lego, start making my videos again. I'm not going to address them anymore. I'm just going to go back to what I do best, and that's what's
Yeah,
talking about my golden sphere stuff,
yeah.
uplifting people, calling people out. Like this, I'm about to do a story about this whole Emmett Till movie
Right.
because that right there, nah, like we should not still be having this problem. Like y'all saw the picture I showed y'all. Like he was absolutely nothing like.
Right. Yeah, and how they having what's his name? Roddy Rich or Roddy Rick play Emmett Till. And it's like, how does he look like Emmett Till by any means? Like, oh, because again, I don't know who saw or thought up is like, oh well, Emmett Till was a dark skin man. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't. All I know is that phenotype is just not there. But yet you put someone who's the opposite of Emmett Till.
It's like you can clearly look at the picture. Like he was clearly an MLS dude.
Yeah.
And I think the thing is with like the media, like the liberal media, they really it kind of destroys their narrative, if you ask me. Like they want this whole privilege argument to keep going. And it's like if you showcase Emmett Till and his image, it would kind of throw off all of their little stereotypes and stuff. And I'm talking about both.
Well, that and that's Holly weird for you. Holly weird for you.
They they don't care. They just
Yeah.
they're in for the buck at this point. They could care less about historical accuracy.
Like hell, like even the video that hell even Gigi did where it was this that that one, that one unambiguous black woman that's supposed to be playing the Queen of England, and
Oh yeah, I
and how
remember that.
she was like, up in arms. And I'm like, hell, why wouldn't anybody up in arms, really, when our historical figures is casted by somebody else who's the opposite of those historical figures?
And it's like when you
I'm
talk to these people, it's like they actually think you're supposed to like be happy and go along with this. Like, no, it don't work that way. Just like everybody else has a right, we do too.
and yet meanwhile, and you still have these what is it, these LS saviors, and you still have these crybabies that'll, jumping up and down. And it's like y'all don't help matters at all. Like y'all just, again, pretty much like them old heads that love saying, "Oh, I was part of the civil rights movement, but yet did not do a single thing. You just sat on the sidewalks and did nothing." But
They
yet y'all
just,
wanted to be, but yet wanted to be mad at Will Smith for taking the part playing Venus and Serena Williams' dad.
well, at least in his case, at least they tried to make him look a little like,
Yeah.
but they just be throwing these guys in there. They don't even be trying.
Which way, well, which is why I said it's like, yo, like I don't want nobody like the baby playing me. And I still stand by that. I'm not taking it back. So they can get mad. They can be all like, oh, well, why you ain't gonna let the baby play you? I'm like, okay, all right.
Nah, I want the
Yeah, that
person to look so much like me. They think they're my long lost brother.
yeah.
Because to me, it's kind of, in a way, it's like hard to connect to the story when it's so historically inaccurate.
Yeah. And you know, and for the and again, and you know, again, it's like, oh, it's like, yeah, they, oh, you're whitewashing. Well, you're blackwashing. Oh, well, they're doing this. Well, yeah, you're doing it.
Honestly, a little dirty secret nobody wants to admit. Like they talk all this stuff, but they're really like a mirror image of each other. They can
Right,
deny it all they want to,
right,
but we
right.
see it. It's like everything they claim they do, they're the ones that do it too, to us.
But yet those exact same people want to come in and try to divide people. Div- or you want to divide the light skinned folks, and there's be light skin versus mixed and biracial. I'm like, hold up, that's you that's wanting to do that, not the other way
And
around.
I'm
But
and
go
I'm
ahead.
like, okay, but what would that even accomplish?
Yeah, and that's something that they really don't think about. They're really reacting off of emotion.
Because I already know what would happen. If we're both separated, then we would just go right back to what we've been doing. Being the community's ambassadors, basically. Being put on the front lines and not even getting any like any praise for it. That's honestly, that's probably what they want. They don't want us to unite. They want to separate us so we can go back and be back in that place in the community base.
Yeah, as the punching bags, or as the like what Kwame Brown said, like, yo, we used to do, I used to do, oh, MLS men dirty, yo. Or Matt Barnes, like, yeah, you wanted them in between. I'm like, shut up.
Okay, but notice nobody called him emotional for that.
Right. No, nobody, no. And I don't think that, because it's like, because the majority of the people who were supporting them, it's like, yo, I mean, on one thing, it's like, I can sort of understand if you're responding to a certain reporter or a certain player, in the sense that, hey, you feel like you're being disrespected, like you need to chill out. But then again, but you're attacking phenotypes, as if phenotypes overall what others have said about you in regarding to your career. And it's like, dude, yeah, you may have played 13 seasons, but at the same time, you were not that successful at it. Now, I'm not talking about the longer period of time you stayed in the NBA. You really believe that, again, had you not started off the way that you did and ended the way that you did, you would be of a Shaquille O'Neal status? Maybe, maybe not.
I mean, he was garbage in his career. Like I don't
Right.
even know how he even was a first overall pick. Like he was just terrible.
And it's like,
Like
yo, again, all that, that toxic masculinity, that they love, the colorist men, well, the colorist unambiguous men love coming with. How, yo, yeah, toxic dark skinned masculinity when it came out, it's like, well, you know what, hell, you probably should have been a LeBron or a Mike or better yet, hell, how about Dwight Howard or something? Hell, even Dwight Howard was facing a whole lot of criticism, a whole lot of flack, but he didn't take it out on no phenotype. You did.
And that is where my issue lies.
Now, what's that?
Yeah, that's where my issue lies. And I feel like honestly, that whole stream was nothing but disingenuous. Like that's the one word that I could use to summarize the whole thing. Disingenuous.
Yeah.
But I feel like we sooner or later we're just going to, like Caesar said, we're just going to let the dead or the dead bury the dead.
Yeah.
Like if they keep seeing that they can get a reaction out of us, they're just going to keep doing stuff and keep derailing us from our true purpose.
Yeah, and that is not, the not hoping to get it. I hope that, again, nobody has to go out like that. I really don't. But, again, this whole poking and prodding the bear just to get a response out of a response. But yet they've had, it's like they had worse done to them and they're still having worse done to them, but not so much like us.
I agree.
But they're not. Thing about it is though, and all this so-called, stuff that they're trying to propose or still use the arguments of, oh, we're privileged, we're privileged, we're privileged. I'm like, nobody's more privileged than you. And no one's protected and coddled more so than you.
And it's like when I was on that stream, it was like I was like my mouth literally. If you could see me, like my mouth literally fell to the ground. I'm like, wow, they're taking up for this person. So where was all that like forgiveness and understanding with like Gigi and Malta? Like obviously it must be like something else that's coming in the factor with those two.
With Gigi and Multi or the other two?
Gigi and Malta, because this person was being very understanding to this person that was. She went from calling light skin men feminine and emotional and all this. And one of the other people that joined the stream was a person that has been known to say those same things. And it's like this particular pro-black light skin per se, she basically was silent. Like she didn't say nothing. So, and I'm glad that this one guy, he he followed my channel. His name is Duke. He brought up a good point. He said this is why 90% of the men leave. And I'm just listening to her, and I'm like, you hear this? And a lot of the MLS men on that channel were taking note of what she was saying. Like they saw it. Like they shot themselves in the foot. And really, I did exactly what I meant to do. Sooner or later, all of them are going to be at each other's neck. It's kind of like that whole chess and checkers thing you was talking about. Like they wanted me to get on the stream, troll me, get me to act all crazy out of character, so they can be like, see. This is exactly
Yeah,
how they are. I'm like,
just so they can use the talking points of how sensitive we are, we're in our feelings, or we're not pressure, we can't handle the pressure. I'm like, well, first of all, it's easy for them to say, especially when they have more than one person on the panel who think the same way, versus if it was like, let's say one person coming in and yet y'all try to ambush. I'm like, yeah, big, yeah, big bad people you are.
And
But yeah,
it's
but yeah,
crazy.
yeah, wouldn't be able to handle a one-on-one situation. You got to ask for backup.
And it's
And,
like his stream when I could tell that he was completely thrown off because he never ends the streams that fast. Like he was expecting us to go into like a practically 1 to 2 hour shouting match. And I'm like, no, you guys are not getting that out of
and that's the thing too. And it's like, yo, homeboy had plenty of opportunity to do that when it's like, yo, like when you did your live, it's like, yo, he had plenty of opportunity to hop on. Plenty of opportunity, but he chose not to. So it's like,
Yeah,
yo,
that's same as yesterday. Like he cloud watched it, and instead of even making a comment or joining, he recorded the stream and put it on there. Like, dude, you have like no balls whatsoever.
no, again, yeah, it's like, but yet we have no backbone. Or yeah, like see, my wife has no backbone, but yet you allow this though. Okay, all right.
Once I saw that, I just realized, like, you know what? It's just a waste of time with these people. I'm about to wipe my hands clean in this whole situation, and I am done.
Yeah, I hear you.
This is gonna take a
So,
few days to regroup, and then get back doing the what I do best.
yeah, man. You know you got, and again, you already know you got a support system over here, man. And
I appreciate it, man.
yeah, even though it was like hell, it should have been me that still should have been taking that 3-month hiatus, but it was like most shit pop up. Trying to return the hiatus is like, oh, it's some more. I'm like, all right. But yet we're the ones that have no backbone. We're the ones who can't handle. I'm like, okay, all right, sure. And again, and I got a panel going. So yeah, I would let them get a chance to say what they say up until they become disrespectful. And I'm gonna kick them off and cuss them the fuck out. Then they gonna get
Yeah,
straight to the upper room.
yeah. We used to call that what they call Thor's hammer. We used to call it Mortimer or something like that. Like they would got Thor's hammer on the street.
Yeah. And you know what? Here's the thing though, and it's like, yo, where again, yeah, I know I'm in my mid-30s, and yet there are people in the sphere that's younger. Well, we have a mixed crowd. We really do, regardless of age. But yeah, it's like they got a group that's of people that's over the age of 40, still acting like they're kids. And then they got two kids misbehaving. BSIA is young and Ona is young.
Yeah,
I'm like,
those two.
yeah, and this is the company you keep though. Okay.
Those two are just saying all types of crazy stuff. And it's crazy about him. It's like he 1 second he says, "Oh, mixed people are black," but yet he has a whole channel where he talks smack about Africans. Like he's got a stream probably going right now where he's talking about Africans. So I'm like, so you're attacking people that probably have a more similar phenotype than you, but yet you're trying to force people that are like on a completely different end of the spectrum to be in your group. Okay.
Yeah, faking the funk. Like even half the stuff you really don't believe. You think you want to believe, but it's like no, you're not. You're not necessarily really all that supportive of the ADOS or the FBA movement, especially coming from the other side of the diaspora that you led to believe.
Yeah,
I see again people like that. It's like to me they're kind of like how these Hebrew Israelites are that they again love talking that noise, but yet all they want to do is con you out of money. But really, they want to con people out of subscribers and view counts.
yeah. I feel like that's like even with and LSM, I believe that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, like knock us off, knock the sphere off balance.
Because even with like towards the end with them, like they meant well, but they were just and honestly, it's like I kind of told Gigi, like I definitely I understand wholeheartedly. I'm not trying to branch out, but if there's one thing I know about being here all this time, if you branch out too much, that's when the troublemakers start coming.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Well, and that's the thing, and Gigi was here earlier, and I haven't really gotten a chance to dialogue with have a conversation with her, in the sense of what happened and what went down, other than what from what Kimmy tells me. And
What's she say?
I was saying that I haven't gotten the chance to talk to Gigi, even though she wasn't on the panel, but she was in the chat room earlier, and I didn't get a chance to talk to her to see what to see what happened and what's really
I
going
mean,
on.
the stream itself started off good. It just went south once she joined it.
Yeah.
Like we had like a nice little chill dialogue going. We had Carl up there, we had Kimmy, we had the Al show. Like it was just like a decent stream. And then she came on and it just went
Yeah, went
all the
left.
way on.
Yeah. It's just like, like seriously, like that heifer need to go. Seriously. It's like that heifer really needs to go. Like she serves no purpose.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, well, what does she really want? Like I don't like if you feel that way, why don't you just start your own channel? And that's what
Exactly.
everybody's telling her.
And you know what
Like
Brown and Beach, another thing I was getting ready to say too, and it's like you got motherfuckers on here that love talking. They really do, but yet they ain't gonna fire up a panel themselves. They gonna hop on somebody else's panel and say something. And I'm like, and I know that hey, not too many people ain't gonna like me. But the thing is, at least I can do content and fire up a panel from my own channel.
yeah, like
You
once you
do it, Gigi does it, Carl does it, Multi does it. Everybody else over here does it except for them.
and it's like they're critiquing us and like, oh, you let so and so say this and you let so and so say that. Like if you feel that way, make your own channel. Like, it's not
Exactly.
that hard.
It's not that difficult, but they make it difficult.
You can sit on these. Yeah, go ahead. Like, do you? And I tell the same thing to like some of these people that be on that whole biracial only. It's like if you want that, go right ahead. Go make your own little biracial only sphere. But My channel does not stand for that and never will.
And you
Like
know,
I
those again, those are the people that really have the agenda. Those are the ones with a definitely agenda that I believe that we all should be looking out and watching out for, because you don't even know if they're really, if they're being trying to say things in order to think it, or trying to mask it by being funny, or they're saying it because it's like they really believe this.
see. I feel like that's just the issue with this whole thing.
Yeah,
It's like we got all these faceless people that just coming, just throwing all these accusations out, just infiltrating and all that.
right. And I think and that's the thing too. And it's like, and even with these trolls, I mean, yeah, they gonna come either way. It just goes with the territory. But it's like, why would anybody would take what a faceless avatar does seriously? Like they're like again, like there was one dude, I forget his name, where he was always on the whole, oh, Chris Brown and Jordan Peele don't look like one another. I'm like, that's your opinion. I'm like, if you feel that way, go fire up a panel. But yet, it's like those are the type of issues that we deal with. Stuff like this, as though there's like only one type of light skin or MLS. And my thing is, it's like, well, it's not our fault. We can't, we didn't create the situation or make the situation as it's been this way before I was even born. Like I guess if it was up to you, I guess if it was really up to them, then they would only make it, oh, black can only be dark skin and that's it. And I'm like, that ain't gonna work.
So not the way most black families are nowadays. That would never work.
Exactly. So these people are clueless. They don't know what they're talking about. And I'm like, fuck y'all at the end of the day and go piss up, bro. Like they go
But
talking about
anyways,
yeah, I hear you.
I'm gonna
But
stay
but
up.
yeah, but I was like, again, still waiting for that invitation to the hangout group.
You know what? That's what I meant to see. I don't know, but they don't got me in that hangout no more. Like I don't know if it was an accident maybe, or I don't know if I said something that kind of offended Gigi or somebody. Like I'm not even in the hangout. That's why I was hoping she was here so I could get a little bit more clarity on that.
Right.
Because I happened as I clicked on the link on the, I was wondering like why am I not getting notifications for that? And then I was like, whoa, I'm not even in it no more.
But you know what though? But she did. I believe that she did say that she had gotten a new phone, because the phone that she was using at the time, I believe she couldn't get into her email. And
Oh,
so when she got the new phone, hopefully, now I'm not sure if she's still having trouble trying to get into that email, but I'm
yeah,
like,
because I was trying to contact her and see if she was feeling about the whole situation. I just
and
feel
yes,
like we're just, uh, go ahead. Go ahead.
and I was going to say, and then again, and also, hey, if you know who, if you're listening, we are not responsible for what Smile said and did 4 or 5 years ago. Get that through your greasy head.
At this point, I just don't get like what does that have? to doing anything. Like I just kept asking them that question, and it's like both of them they was like, "Oh well, so and so. How does that make you feel that a supposed traitor?" I'm like, everybody, and I'm thinking everybody has had at least a traitor. I mean, look at Rachel Dolezal,
Yeah.
and look what happened to her. She got exiled basically, and that's what happened with Smile. She got exiled. So I'm like, well, this is irrelevant to the topic at hand. And it just goes to show you that they don't have nothing. Like that's the best they got. Like Smiles isn't here. Like it doesn't matter. She's gone.
Yeah. Now I would say something, again, right now, but I don't know if I don't want to say I have the time, but I don't know if it, because again, I don't know if I should say it, right here and now, because it's already, not saying I ain't scared to trigger the algorithms, but it's never, because again, it's never gonna register. It's never gonna, nobody's gonna see it the way that I'm seeing it, the way everybody else is seeing it. But that's just me. But you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Anybody want to talk to me about it? Hey, they know how to reach me. They know how to, yeah, they know how to get in contact with me. Well, I'm gonna say this. It's gonna hurt some feelings, but it is what it is. No one could ever accuse her of being an LS savior.
True that.
And if you notice, a lot of people she was going at were LS saviors. Ooh, ooh. Hey,
I,
Brown and I just hurt their feelings. I hurt their hearts.
oh yeah, you go trigger them with that one.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
I
I'm sure.
agree.
We'll go ahead.
I agree. Because all the people that she supposedly had issues with are people that basically light skin saved.
Exactly. Now, it's one thing to, again, like if you just had, like, let's say, a differences of opinion and she saw it different and the others may have seen it differently. And then it's like, okay, we can come to an agreement and apologize. Okay, you know, do your thing and keep it moving. But 9 times out of 10, she was going after, LS saviors. And they don't like that. And what do you
I mean,
see?
regardless of how they word it, I mean, everyone knows what a light skin savior is. I mean, that's the way these people are. They act like they're saviors, basically. Like they
Yeah.
can save what clearly, like you can't save people that don't even want to save themselves. Like, what do these people think? Like, oh, I acknowledge my. Like, what do you think that's gonna do? Like, what do you want to feel good about yourself or something? Like, what these people are doing is not changing anything. I mean, they're still out here swearing. They're still out here talking about how they hate being dark skinned. Like, what do these people really think they're gonna do?
They're doing it for validation purposes. Validation, validation, validation. Like that's gonna win them brownie points. And it's like, no. And like you say, again, what's gonna change? Again, you're still gonna have people still clowning us every chance they get because of how we look. Like it's something that we can help, or like if it's something that they can or can't help. The only thing I can say is, again, learn what you got, embrace it, and use it to your advantage. But don't do it in the sense of being conceited about it or condescending or passive aggressive with it, like you're better than the next person, because it's like, no, you're not better than anybody. I'm not better than anybody.
And that's what it seems like. A lot of them are trying to. They're trying to egg MM on to showing her face. I'm like, well, why do y'all want to see her so bad? Like, what are y'all fantasizing about her or something? It's like, does her voice
You know
do
what?
something to you guys? Make you feel tingly inside?
Yeah, I know what she looks like, but the ones that's doing that, to me, I just think they got a deeper a deeper thing. Like, again, like if we can just see what she looks like, somehow that means we got to dox. Like we're gonna dox people. And I'm like, and what do you think
Yeah,
doxing is?
and that's why I always advise people to stay as anonymous as you can.
Yeah,
And there's some crazy people out here. Like you see what, like regardless of how she tries to word it, like, and I had even asked on the stream, like, how do you know who her roommate is?
yeah,
Like, did you really go into that great lengths for a YouTube person? Like, it's not that serious.
right. It's not like she did anything to you personally. Like, did she actually go to your house and actually rob you at gunpoint and take all your possessions under against your will? And she had people with her, or she just did it by herself, and you gave her the power to do so, and you just let her oppose your will on you personally, and now you feel like, oh, now it's the time for me to, because again, you heard her say on your stream, like, the moment that she comes back, oh, I'm gonna drag her, I'm gonna drag her. Again, sounding like a goddamn parrot.
I think them two just need to sit down, talk it out, beat each other up or whatever, and then be done with it.
Yeah, because it seems like, again, we still got some long ways to go. Because I mean,
But
hey,
anyways, man, my phone
yeah,
about to die on me. I hate to have to do you like this, but I'm gonna have to drop down. I,
nah, it's
I'll
all
probably
good.
stay
Yeah,
in it.
I'll hop off of here anyway. But I do
Just,
appreciate you, hopping on, man.
oh yeah, without a doubt, man.
Yeah.
You know, I have to show you guys some. Just give y'all my little story, because there's probably gonna be some people that's gonna try to spin things, try to say this, but no, you heard it straight from me. I'm probably just gonna lay a little
And hear
low.
that, ladies and gentlemen? It came that again. Be sure you go to the source first and make sure you hear it out of the person's mouths of where it's coming from before you keep, making these ridiculous assumptions and allegations. Instead of taking things out of context.
Yep, it will definitely help. Anyways, I appreciate y'all.
No problem, man.
Yeah,
You always
we're
welcome back.
definitely gonna try to keep things more on the chill.
Oh yeah.
We're not even gonna give them that satisfaction.
Hell, these people need
As
some
long
help.
as
These people need some dick or something, or call dick or pussy or something, and call it a day.
hey, they need something at this point.
Yes, they'll get over that frustration in their lives, but it is what it is.
Anytime you got a dude that's literally on the screen fantasizing after this for 30 minutes, and the girl just sucking the dildo, like you already know, like these people.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Man.
appreciate you, man. And you're always welcome on one of my streams again.
Oh yeah, again, us MLS men, again, even the golden men in the world, hey. We talk about code. I'm like, hey, here's the code, yeah. We're gonna fight till the wheels fall off. Even though we probably may not want to, but you know what, hey. We ain't gonna get beat like that.
All right, man.
All right, then, man. Oh yes. But yeah, though. But hey, but you know what though? But you know what? Hey, just for out of curiosity purposes, hey, I don't know if there's anybody else that do want to hop on or they feel like they got something to say, before I go ahead and, close out too. But before I do that, I do want to thank, everybody that, was here, that came on the panel, was able to interact with me in the chat. I really do appreciate it. Kimmy, Multi, Carl, Caesar, Brown and Beige, yesterday's lipstick, and GGA. Thanks for you stopping by as well. Yeah, you know what? I just do hope that, again, like, hey, things do get solved before something else, again, major or tragic happens, which I don't know if it's going to get to that. But, no, people are going to have to realize that, hey, yes, self accountability definitely is going to come in need. We're all not perfect. I don't come across as being perfect either. And even like my man said earlier, it's like, hell, like nobody really should be made something that they really had, that they don't have no reason to feel guilty or apologize for something they didn't do, but what somebody else did. They shouldn't have to bear the brunt of it. Because real talk, again, a whole lot of, because again, yes, unfortunately, yes, it's going to get any worse before it gets any better. But you didn't hear that from me, though. Hold on just a sec. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, probably give y'all another 3 to 5 minutes or so before I hop off. Let's see if anybody else want to come up here and get something off their chest real quick before I close it out. I still got some laundry to finish, which all I gotta do is put my clothes in the dryer, and that's about it. But yeah, though, but I agree wholeheartedly, man. Yeah, there is no reason trying to reason with the unreasoned or even try to extend an olive branch when they don't feel the same way. The feeling is not mutual. Because at the end of the day, we're human. We're not machines. We're not animals. We're human. All right then. Well, you know what? Hey, it's been good. Next time I stream, I probably might be doing some gameplay. And if I don't get to the gameplay, well, then I probably might do another panel or something like that. But again, just stay tuned. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe. Don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not here to break anybody's arm or bend anyone's finger into doing so. The choice is yours. All right, then, y'all. I had fun. No technical difficulties. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, y'all. It's been good. Peace. Stay gold.